Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, it's Bones here again with another AliExpress Lego set review. Excuse me. This is another Sluban. God, I am butchering the pronunciation of that. Please do forgive me. Set. Most of these sets don't have any names to them. So, this is the anti-aircraft battery transport truck playset, I guess you could call it. Yeah. Alright, starting with, as always, with the full color direction manual. Now this is a pretty interesting one because instead of opening like a book like this one actually opens up like this, which I thought was pretty cool. But again, full color as always, easy to follow instructions, nothing on the back except for some old school Army digital camo. Moving on to the decal sheet. We got a pretty nice printed decal sheet here. You can't really see what it says in the triangles. I'm guessing that's supposed to be the truck number or the unit division number or something like that. I'm not really sure, but again, some pretty cool prints there. Moving on to the minifigures. Now my son got into the set before I could make the video, so I'm missing one of these helmets right here. And as always, it's a nice, decent mold to it. And we got another backpack here, which I like these, really like these backpacks because there's some nice detail to them. They're really good molds with them. You can actually use them with regular minifigures if you want to. You don't have to just use them with these minifigures. Hold on one moment. Sorry about that. Alright, moving on to the minifigures. As you can see, we have 4 minifigures here. These are one-sided prints only. Never really been a fan of this particular company's minifigures, but unlike the Kogo's minifigures, these will actually sit on some studs, so that's pretty good. We got an old school tin pot style helmet. We got 3 different faces here. As you can see, these 2 are the same and these 2 are the different ones. Now, how these 2 getting away with having beards in the military, I don't know, but hey, they're Legos, what can I say? As always, a decent print to them. Alright, moving on to the brick arms. We got some FALs here. We got 3 of them, as a matter of fact. Now, at least that's what they look like. Now, for those of you who don't know, a FAL is a .308 caliber select fire battle rifle. It's not considered an assault rifle because it's not an intermediate cartridge. It's a full-size rifle cartridge, so it's considered a battle rifle. It's the last type of rifle that the British had before they moved into an actual assault rifle. And then down here we've got what looks like an M60, I guess. I'm not quite sure. Hold on one second again. I apologize for that. I had to go deal with my son for a second. But yeah, it looks like we got an M60 down there on the bottom. They're alright molds. Nothing I'm going to be using because they're kind of unrealistic for the size of the minifigures. So, I mean, you can probably use these with G.I. Joe minifigures and get away with it. Or something, or yeah, G.I. Joe action figures or something to that effect. Something around that size. But, yeah, as far as Lego goes, they're a little too big. Alright, next we got the spare parts. And we got quite a few of them in here. We got a couple spare hands, some spare lights, and a decent amount of them in there. Pretty good haul for spare parts. Alright, now moving on to the transport truck and anti-aircraft battery itself. And this actually has some pretty decent weight to it, so it feels pretty heavy. Now, this right here will fold down the three sides and everything, and the anti-aircraft battery does come out of the truck. So I'm going to set the truck itself aside for a second, and we're going to take a look at the anti-aircraft battery. We got this little radar dome right here. Oh, I finally figured out what those flat pieces with the little stud things are from the last video. They're actually a type of turntable, which I thought was pretty cool. We got the little radar dome deal right there, which I can't get back on, so I'm just going to set that off to the side. The legs themselves, I don't know why they did the legs the way they did on this. They probably could have done something a little differently, because as you can see, they get in the way of the gun turret, and you kind of have to raise this up to an obscurely high just to be able to swing the gun turret around and level it off a little bit. But it's a nice, I guess you could call it a Valkyrie cannon, a rotary cannon, I should say. No real place for the ammo box or the rest of the gun to make it look a little bit more like a real cannon. I'll probably be doing some modifications to this, making it a little bit better. But other than that, for what it is, it's pretty cool. It's got some decent play value to it. My son liked it, and he got a few kicks out of it. But yeah, that's pretty much it right there. Show you a little front view right there of that. And now moving on to the transport truck. As you can see, we got the custom molded doors in place right there from the last video. The custom molded stairs and everything with the wheels and custom molded rims. And it's a pretty basic plain Jane transport truck. I mean, nothing really special about it. I do like how it actually looks like a real transport truck that the military actually uses, which I thought was pretty cool. We got a little side compartment spot right here for putting like extra crates or something. Now this little roof hatch actually does nothing. There's nothing underneath the roof hatch, and as you can see, the clips for the mirrors on the doors don't really work. They're not actual clips, they're just two little pegs that stick out, so they don't actually wrap and hold anything like these do right there. I think it would have been better if the doors had clips that looked like those right there on them for holding the mirrors on better, but it is what it is. Pretty cool. But yeah, going back to the roof hatch, I honestly don't know why this is on there, because yeah, it does nothing. I guess it's to make it look like the real truck, which would probably have one there. I'm not quite sure. I've only seen side profiles of these trucks. I've never actually seen roofs of them, so. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's got some pretty hefty weight to it. My son gets a kick out of it. He enjoys playing with it and dropping it. As you can see, it's pretty sturdy of a truck. So the hard rubber tires make it bounce a little bit, which I thought was pretty cool. That was an interesting little deal that I found out just now. We got the engine compartment with nothing in it, and it's just a filled up brick space. It is what it is. Yeah, and the other mirror just popped off. But yeah, we got those custom molded angle pieces right there, acting like grill pieces and everything. When I first started building this, it didn't feel like it was going to be very sturdy of a construction, but once I actually got the whole thing together, it's pretty sturdy. It's pretty hefty. So, and like I said, my son gets a kick out of playing with it, so it's got some pretty good play value to it too if you're buying this for your kids. The doors do swing open. We got a little interior in there. You can pop the roof and the front window off to get the minifigures in there, so it's pretty easy to do that. That didn't normally come off, but hey. And that's pretty much it. I do like how they actually put brake lights on this, unlike the Humvee video by the same company where the tail lights are actually headlights. But yeah. But yeah, and nothing much else to say about it. I like it. It was well worth the money. So I got this for like $13 and some change. The store didn't have a name to it; it just had a number. So, but you can look them up on AliExpress, and you can find these all over the place. They are now starting to get pretty scarce because I'm guessing these are some pretty old school models from Sluban. Pardon my mispronunciation. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got on this for this video. As always, if you've lasted this long, hit that and you've liked what you've seen, hit that thumbs up button. Do leave a comment, subscribe, and until next time, I'm Bones, and you are whoever you are, and I am out of here.